Welcome back to the second time in a row where I, your wonderful host, the Moo, rips on a game made for children. Please, strap in and enjoy yourselves. A couple of announcements before we begin the paddling. I'd like to inform all of you idiots that Pokemon, Heart Gold and Soul Silver are not bad games. Most Pokemon games sit in an area of quality comparable to other Pokemon games. But what I object to as a world-renowned game critic is that this is the best Pokemon game ever. Don't get me wrong, I love smoking crack, but whatever fucking shit people are on to get the opinion that these are the best Pokemon games ever need to share their fucking dealer with me. I get it. Having Pokemon follow you around is cool. I too was abandoned by my dad. It does not fucking excuse the atrocious level curve, the terrible Pokemon choices, fucking awful pacing, and I'm gonna say it, the terrible post-game. Okay, since this is a game about Pokemon, let's talk about my team, since I'm sure everyone is dying to know. My choice of team was Meganium, Pidgeot, Arcanine, Ambipom, Jolteon, and Starmie. And then later, I benched my Meganium for a Scyther, and then after the Elite Four, Pidgeot got banished for a Dragonite. Now, this team, as you may have noticed, has nearly exclusively Generation 1 Pokemon, because Generation 2 Pokemon suck the fattest, nuclear-sized cock you can imagine. Okay, look, I'm not going to judge one for personal taste, because I like Ambipom, but are you really going to use Discount fucking Spider-Man or the Alphabet Brigade? What is the whole fucking point of this region? I may as well just go play Fire Red. The gym leaders seem to think I should, because out of all of them, only 4 of their Pokemon are from this region. 4 out of 25! It doesn't even get much better with the Elite Four, with 13 out of 51 being Johto Pokemon. The champion has as many Johto Pokemon as I do sexual encounters. What the fuck is this? The worst offender from any other region is the champion in Galar, who has only 2, 3 if you count Dynamax, and then the other champions have 4 to 6 Pokemon from their region. I'm not going to spend too long ripping on the calm levels of quality of these Pokemon. There are many other videos you can listen to about that. What I will fucking rip on is the fact that there are so many Gen 4 evolutions that are just totally absent till the post-game. Yanmega, go on, sure, have one of those, but Hardcrow, no, that's a step too far. Like, huh? You do know why these dogshit Pokemon got evolutions, right? And if your argument is it has to stay true to the original, you can suck my micro-sized testicles. The originals haven't fucking gone anywhere. I want this game to fix the fucking problems of the originals. And is adding a fucking Salamence or a Garchomp to the regional decks that big of a fucking issue? Okay, maybe I'm not done ripping on the Pokemon. Why the fuck is the most AIDS experience in existence to get the evolution stones in this game? I do not want to play your fucking shit minigames just to have some usable Pokemon. Genuinely good luck to you if you're playing this game legit. You're gonna have to spend years grinding for them in the Pokeathlon and kiss any of your fucking trade evolutions goodbye. It's fine. I didn't want to use a ghost type anyway. Okay, this is verging on nitpicking, so I may as well get the rest of them out of me before I move on to the big one. I swear the Gen 4 engine is built by the same people who made the Irish healthcare system, because I've seen geriatric goats move faster than this. And don't come at me with, oh, this is the fastest engine in Generation 4. Great job! The tortoise beat the blind paralysed bat and the recently deceased corpse of Margaret Thatcher. The story in this game is basically non-existent. And look, I get it. Nobody gives a flying fuck about the plot in Pokemon games. The thing I draw issue with is that the same people that say coming to Pokemon for story is like coming to Dublin for affordable housecare will praise the story of Pokemon Black and White. Pick one, you hypocritical fuck! Also, why is it written in stone that Pokemon has to have a shit story? If I remember correctly, Gen 1 had 2 pretty good twists, with Giovanni being the 8th gym leader and there being a champion after the Elite Four. But somehow it's just accepted that the story has to be equal in quality to the average citizen from Britain. Also, why does Generation 4 love HMs as much as my housemate loves cans? I literally cannot think of a reason to fucking add Rock Climb to this game. Why are you handicapping my final team by forcing me to put this terrible move on one of my Pokemon just to get to the final boss battle? It's fucking locked off anyway. I literally cannot see a reason for this. But do you know what the most annoying fucking thing is? It's the fucking Pokegear. Who, in their right mind, thought this was a good fucking idea? Like, you can be in the middle of something really fucking important and... Hold on. What do you want?
What's the story, Queen? Yeah, lovely. Shut your mouth anyway.
Lovely few beers I've had, yeah. Now, you know yourself, you know what fucking Pokeballs are made for. catching a few beers out in the fucking park.
I don't want to fucking hear about cans for the 11th time today.
Shut your mouth for a second. Hold on.
We're out catching them all, and it's nice to have a bit of a break every now and again.
Yeah.
By getting a few dirty ones into you.
Oh, it could be.
Look.
Alright then. Kanto? Yeah, Kanto. Why is it just expected of Pokemon to have a monster post-game? When I beat the champion, I want to be satisfied. But by the time you reach the Elite Four, some of my Pokemon weren't even fully evolved. So the game is more or less required to give you a meaty amount of content to travel through after the Elite Four, so you can finally use your fully evolved boys. The fun in Pokemon games, for me at least, is team building and developing your Pokemon through the early and mid game, and then overcoming challenges leading into the late game. Heart Gold fails at every step here, but especially in the late game. Kanto is cringe. It's just cringe, alright? You encounter level 15 wild Pokemon in the post-game. There's a reason that every Nuzlocke/challenge runner basically skips these sections when they're doing their videos on Johto games.
But upon playing through the Kanto postgame in this challenge, I just found it so profoundly boring that I don't think it would make for a great video on its own. I love the idea of the Kanto postgame in theory, but in practice, it's excruciatingly tedious, the level caps are all over the place, and only a handful of gym leaders are even remotely difficult, and even then, it's almost always because they just spam status and evasion moves.
In truth, the Kanto region is incredibly easy at this point of the game. By now, you would have Pokemon of every type, and TMs of every type. Furthermore, our Pokemon are at a high enough level where they would have learned the best moves for their type. Gym leaders being monotype means that all I have to do are caveman strategies where I click the super effective move 4 to 5 times in a row. That isn't particularly entertaining or insightful.
Look, I'm not really angry at this game. It's just disappointing. They had an opportunity to make it so much better by fixing all the issues from Gen 2, but they didn't change enough. In reality, Pokemon is just a really mid franchise. The series that are in the highest tier rankings for me are always going to be the ones where I have the largest amount of Pokemon to choose from and the most difficult challenges. I've never understood why they continued with the one-type gym leader. The two best fights in this game are the fights versus Blue and the fight versus Red, because they have variety in their teams. This is the one thing that's always held Pokemon back from me. But at least in the later games, there are more coverage options for these Pokemon, as well as type diversity to prevent you from sweeping with one team member. And this is, prepare for the hottest take of your life, why I think Sword and Shield are better than these games. Look, I get it. If this is your first Pokemon game ever, you were probably blown away by this game. Pokemon follow you, you have endless options because you've never encountered any of these creatures before, but as someone who's been playing these games as a kid, I really do not understand the reverence for this one. Let's talk a little bit about pacing, because in this game, it fails terribly at that. The Rocket plotline is just offensively boring. They throw loads of battles after you, one after another, without any challenging ones, and don't offer anything in terms of exploration or story. It's why in a lot of games, there are down points between the core gameplay loop, or they consistently introduce new mechanics to keep the core gameplay entertaining and constantly evolving. Think Mario, for example. In the case of Pokemon, it's the exploration of the new areas and the finding of the new Pokemon that should keep you entertained between trainer battles. But the game utterly fails in that. The fight against the previous protagonist of the last game is a really cool idea. Visiting an old region and seeing how it's changed is also a really cool idea, but they could have been implemented so much better. Imagine if this fixed the level curve issues and you had to fight through all 16 gym leaders before fighting the Elite Four when you reach the finale. The champion is Blue, and you win, and you're now the crowned champion. But wait, there's one more challenge for you to overcome. You climb to the top of Mount Silver, and there he is, Red once more, for a final awesome battle against the protagonist of the last game. And I suppose you can also have the Battle Tower and the legendary hunting for all you psychopaths that actually enjoy that shit in the postgame. It's just upsetting to think about how much better this game could have been, but isn't. So what I'm saying is, go play the Drayano hacks for these games. It's much more fun, challenging, as well as fixing issues with pacing and level structure. Congratulations, you've made it to the end of the video. I'm so proud of you. If you've ever wondered what the rankings are of the games that I've reviewed are, here it is right here. Enjoy, soak it in, and put it into the back of your mind, and then expel it immediately. So, there was also a lot of fucking hilarious shit that happened when I recorded the skit, so here's a few outtakes from that, if you care at all.
Life was meant for enjoying. You know, we live in a fucking fantasy world, so we do. We Pokemon world. That's what we like. We like
Kanto.
enjoying it. It's fucking Kanto, so it is. Kanto, no, Kanto's me cousin. No, yeah, no. You'll get out, and you'll get out. You'll stop being a fucking prick. Love fucking Pokemon, yeah, love a few cans of the fucking pack. We'll fucking catch them all the cans. All the delicious fucking hoppy cans out in the fucking wild, sure. That's what Pokeballs are made for, man. I'm just having a few with me boys. I just catch the phone. I lost the rhythm.